Hello, welcome to the Horror of It All movie podcast. I'm Eric. If you've been following my channel, I know it's been a little bit, but through the holidays and everything, it gets hectic and kids are home and everything, and it's hard to do certain videos and things like that. In this video, I'm going to be doing my Severin haul unboxing from Black Friday. I got quite a few good things, and I know some, if you're not used to Severin, or even if you are, it's a little... It can be a little trying, I know, because it takes them a while to send stuff, but it's not that it definitely takes them a while to send stuff. Obviously, they have a small crew, but a lot of this stuff was pre-order. They didn't have it already at the same time. So, and then afterwards, I'm going to go through some pickups that I got, as well as some Christmas gifts that I got from my wife and my sons. So, but I'm going to dive right into that Severin. Like and subscribe if you would like. Check out my other stuff as well. But stick around for this. Right here. I actually came prepared this time with a knife. I don't always. I'm like, shit, wait a minute. Gotta edit this out. Nice big box. Alright, here we go. Got a lot of peanuts, but not as much as usual, so they can get it all in there. I don't know how much I can show, but if you're familiar with it, I got the church shirt of the movie The Church, aka like Demons 3 and blah blah blah. But it's The Church. I got one of the shirts, and this is not too bad. This is my first beanie. It looks better on camera, I think, than it does in regular. But I guess it's a little different. Try it on here. Oh, it's a little to the side. Yeah. I have two Vinegar Syndrome ones, so once I had a beanie, I was like, yes. Alright, before I get into the Black Friday stuff, other than the merch, I finally got to the Peter Cushing Curiosities box set that I've been really wanting. I just wasn't able to get it right off because of Christmas and stuff, but thankfully, well, Christmas shopping leading up to that with Black Friday, but I was able to get it with my Black Friday order, which is good. I still got to get the Macabre Danza, what is it, Danza Macabre set, Italian set volume 2, but other than that, I'm pretty well caught up on stuff that I want to get. Because there's a lot, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but we have Tender Dracula. Some of these are definitely adjacent Peter Cushing's, but because he's not always the star, there's the back, of the second one. Bloodsuckers. This was the back of the first one. Sorry about that. I don't know how well you can see it. I think I got to get a new camera, honestly. The Sherlock Holmes BBC series. That's pretty cool. Sorry about the glare. And we also have The Man Who Finally Died. What a title. And then get the back there. Not sure how much you can see. And we got Code of Silence. This one looks really, really good. And a lot of these don't look like necessarily horror, which is great, because, I mean, we have a lot of Peter Cushing horror stuff. This looks like a nice little mix here of different things that he did. There's this beautiful book. Look at how thick that book is. I love that. I like that picture. That's a pretty cool picture. Kind of just skim through. There's so much stuff in this thing. To put it into perspective, it probably says it in the description on their site, but boy, there's quite a few pages here. I don't know how well they're numbered because I'm not seeing anything. I might be in the index. This is cool. The Works of Peter Cushing, and it lists his, I don't know if it's everything. This is the first me going through it, but I'm guessing, because it goes through a lot of stuff. Yeah, no, it's not numbered, but you can tell it's a pretty hefty, nice book. So there is that. pretty nice box set. I love Severin box sets. Obviously, they're the best, man. They do so great in my opinion, and I know a lot of other people's too. All right, let's get into this. For the releases, I got some very sought after things I know of and I hear. I didn't know anything about Spider Labyrinth, which I'm kind of surprised by. I may have come across the title at one point or another, don't know, but I do want to give a shout out to Ryan at the Disconnected and Dr. Will Dotson, because they have commentary on here from Ryan Verrill is the host of Disconnected. They have a company now that they're doing special features. Someone's favorite, what is it called? Someone's favorite productions, I believe. But they got a lot of stuff going. But yeah. Anyway, in case anybody didn't know that, which I'm sure if they're watching this, you might. This is a 4K. But I guess this is a big deal, which I'm here for, and it's Italian, so duh. That's the other artwork. They put out a spider figure, so to speak, also as part of their merch. We have the 4K, we have a Blu-ray, and we have the soundtrack, or the score. I like to call it the score, because a lot of times, to me, it's the score and the soundtrack. My brain just separates it. Maybe it's just a weird little thing. It's not a pet peeve or anything. It's just, I always call it the score. Because to me, soundtrack would be like regular songs, like, say, like Pet Sematary, for instance, from TerraVision. I got the score cassette, but there is a soundtrack, too. It has mostly Ramones on it, but yeah. Spider Labyrinth. Won't get on too much of a tangent. Got a lot to go through here. We have Unscarred from the director of Combat Shock and No Way Home, which they've released both. Excited for this one. Side is kind of open, so I'll just open that real quick. I know it's not one that has a slip or anything, which is fine. No reverse, so this is one of their more standard type releases, I guess. But definitely looks pretty good. See that there. Alright, another standard release, which I've heard a lot of good things about. You got Closed Circuit. It is an Italian movie that is set in a theater, and there's a murder, and nobody can leave because they got to find out who did it. But Closed Circuit, very not familiar with that. I think a lot of the people with Severin weren't familiar with it, so that's cool. One or some of them like found it and everything, and check out the Severin podcast. It's absolutely amazing if you haven't already. But Closed Circuit, it's so yellow. I don't know how much you can even really see, but focus. There we go. There's that. Here's definitely a different, interesting one. This is Raiders of the Living Dead, which I assume is something along the lines, unless just in title, like Raiders of the Lost Ark and the Living Dead type thing. I don't know. I'm not familiar. It's so darn weird that everyone should experience it. I like that. I have definitely been looking forward to this stuff, as I'm sure a lot of you are. They're shipping right along now, so if you haven't got it yours, I'm sure you will get it very soon. There's the disc. Reverse. Oh, I can see that one much better. So, yeah. Don't know much about this one. Cool, got a slip cover. I could see it being one of the standard ones. The Dead One. This is a movie from 1960. If you're the kind of person who seeks out old, low-budget horror films, then this one is for you. You'll love The Voodoo Ritual. Alright. That is said from DVD Talk. I like that art. Looks older, simple, but yet effective. Reverse there. But the dead one. No, this is a shorter one too, like 68 minutes. Not too bad for the time. All right. And then I've heard this is kind of a bit of an infamous like prison break movie, but it's Australian, no holds barred Australian classic. I'm talking about Stir. Looks pretty good. There you go. Can't see a lot of that. It's kind of bright. There we go. Focus. So yeah. All screws are scum. A taunt and an incendiary bone cruncher. Alright. And I got a sticker. Like, I don't know. It's a green sticker, but it's like an off-green sticker. And then some of the big titles. Or should I say, all the big titles. I love these slipcovers. It does not do it justice on here, and there's glare and stuff, but these are so nice. So nice. For the Church, which is in 4K. I believe all three of these are 4K. Got the Church. I believe the reverse. Nope, no reverse. Okay, that's kind of surprising, but I think they said that. A nice big book. And then we got The Church on 4K, Blu-ray, and score. Fucking sweet. I love this movie. So many great special features on here. A classic Italian horror, The Church is very much of its own beast. There's still nothing quite like it. Very nice way to say that. Or, well, who said that? I always like to add that. That's from Nerdly. It will blow your mind. Plenty of gore, demon sex, and rad score. Everything you need in an awesome Italian party movie is present and accounted for. Said by Bloody Disgusting. Absolutely amazing. This might be the one I pop in first. These are all upgrades for me, but they're so nice and hefty and everything. I just love the slips and all the special features that we're going to get. This is the Sect. I think these are all Mikhail Suave. Yeah, all Mikhail Suave. Good for him to get such a great treatment. But yeah, I love these so much. And then we got some of the more original artwork. Sorry, I didn't take this plastic off here. And that's the back. Look at all those glorious special features. Suave's cult conspiracy masterpiece. Its depths make it so there's something new to relive every time you rewatch it. Fucking awesome. And then this has also got a nice book. And 4K. Blu-ray. And of course, the score. Awesome. So great. I'm so excited for this. One of the most underrated Italian horror movies of all time. A deftly directed and gorgeously lensed I have no idea what that word is. Phantomanorical, I think is what it says. Delight that deserves a much wider audience. The Sect. Sorry about the glare. These slipcovers are so nice. You could just tell by kind of. Now, on the other hand, for a lot of people, their big one is Cemetery Man. Or Delamore, which hasn't, I guess hadn't had like a really good Blu-ray. I had a Blu-ray, which I thought was fine, but This is something else. They really put it all out in this. It's a slip box or a slip case. Yeah, slip case. This is the other artwork. This is all of the amazing special features. Oh, that zoomed in nicely. Suave's absolute masterpiece. What makes Cemetery Man so extraordinary is the way it manages to balance over-the-top zombie comedy and dreamy art house mood. One of the greatest and most unique horror films ever created. That is said from Confidence of Cult. Last one I said was Bloody Disgusting. Yes, so nice. Absolutely amazing. Alright, here we go. Not a book in this one, but a book in the case, the box. We got the 4K. Oh, these things are sometimes a little finicky. There's a Blu-ray with extras, and then there's a Blu-ray of additional extras. And then there is the score. So, yeah. Pretty sweet. And then, like I said, I still got a nice book. Quite a bit of stuff. Very nice. Absolutely beautiful. Severin killed it this year, man. They really did. It may take a little while. They're not as, like, bam, 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 like Vinegar Syndrome, but they're always worth the wait, in my opinion. So, yeah, that is my Black Friday order. Just going to quickly go through some pickups that I got, and first some Christmas gifts that I got for my wife and my sons, especially for my wife. And there's no real order here. I'm not going to go into them too much, but The Wrong Door, the new Visual Vengeance. I love the cassette eyes. That's the other artwork. They always have cool shit in here. You got a doorknob, like, do not disturb thing. We got the stickers, and a little pamphlet thing, and a poster. They just go crazy with their extra merch stuff, and I am here for it. This, as well as the other... Here, there's an alternate artwork. Oh, I like that artwork, too. And the other one is... I'm not familiar with either one, so I'm excited for that. I haven't been familiar, I don't think, with many of the Visual Vengeance, but I have all of them now again, and I try to keep up with them. They definitely are right up my alley. Okay. Here we go. The other one is Scream Queen, starring Linnea Quigley. A lot of their stuff is shot on video, but I don't believe it's all shot. Like, they're not like a shot on video label, I don't think. But don't quote me on that, because I think a lot of their stuff so far, if not all, has been. That's the original artwork. And then this time, with the extras, got a little video store card, 4-star video for your rentals. Got more stickers. And we got a little... This one's bigger, too. Oh, no, it's not. It's just folded. A little booklet and a poster. So, yeah. That's the other newest Visual Vengeance. Scream Queen. There's the back. I don't know if I showed you the back of The Wrong Door. There was something about this that I was initially like, oh, this sounds good. I'll definitely check it out. But there's something that... Like, no way. I don't think it was this. I think it had something to do with somebody with the movie, but I do like this. From Letterboxd, it says, a really good attempt to make a Brian De Palma-esque thriller. Knock, knock, Ted. You're dead. But, yeah, there was something about it. I don't remember. If I do, I'll remember it on another video. Yep, that's true. Transfer from its original Super 8 film elements. Let's see. The Lost Linnea Quigley movie is what it says here. First ever wide release on home video. This one is shot on video. So yeah, they're not all, but yeah, cool. This is one of my bigger presents that I was super excited about that my wife got me. Savage Guns. I I have the first box set. I didn't get the second one because I think I was good with the movies, like either had them or something. But this one has another Fulci in it. The movies in this is I Want Him Dead, El Porro, Wrath of the Wind, and Four of the Apocalypse. That's the you can see that. That's the Lucio Fulci. Wow. I'm not going to go too much here, but I Want Him Dead, El Porro. It's not something I watch all the time, but I do like spaghetti westerns quite a bit. I mean, they're Italian, so yeah. And the main reason for me getting this box set, Four of the Apocalypse, which I'm sure had a lot of them people. This one I'll go into a little bit better because I think you'll be able to see this better. Yep. So that's pretty cool. Then it has a poster. New smell. I'm a weirdo like that. A nice book. Definitely more like a flimsier book, but that's fine. So yeah. Now I got more Lucio Fulci spaghetti westerns. I'm not familiar with any of these other movies, but I have seen the Fulci one. But I love diving into these. So many hidden cool things and gems and stuff. But yeah, Savage Guns from Arrow. This is more, it won't be for everybody. Doesn't necessarily do what the channel does, but my youngest son, he got me this because I had mentioned it a while ago that it was going to be on pre-order. He's like, I want to get that for you for Christmas. And he did. Muppets Take Manhattan on 4K. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. What's that? It's just a studio release. I won't go too much into it here. Yeah. But yeah, Muppets Take Manhattan. I haven't checked out a lot of this stuff just yet, because it's finally, even though it's like over a weekend to January, which hope everybody had fun with the subscriber week for Vinegar Syndrome. I'll go more into that because I'm going to do my top 10 favorite Vinegar Syndrome releases of 2023, and I'm just going to focus on Vinegar Syndrome releases, but I will do honorable mentions for some others. Anyway. I got the Criterion collection of Scorsese shorts, some of his short films, an older Blu-ray. This is my oldest son got me, which it's an upgrade for me. I don't have it on anything. I know it did come out on 4K, but still a really decent looking Blu-ray. There's not a whole lot of new stuff on the new one, but there is another special feature. I can't remember, but yeah. I did rewatch that. Still love it. I don't think it's in like my top Stephen King adaptations, but it's still pretty great. All right, these I'll show together. I got some more Jess Franco. One of these I already had, but not like this and not with special features, including Stephen Thrower, of course. Got the Kino Cult line, Lorna the Exorcist, and Sinner. I'm pretty excited for this line. Sinner, I definitely do not have in my ever-growing Jess Franco collection. Yes, I'm one of those. But the releases are pretty basic, but it's fine. These are the only two Kino Cults I think I have so far. This is number 1 and number 4. I'm not going to go into it with that mentality of how many I'm going to buy or whatever. I'm just going to get the ones I want, like the Ilsa movies that they're putting out. Fuck yeah, it's supposed to come out this year. But yeah, there's new interviews. There's a bunch of interviews on here, but I know there's 2 Stephen Thrower, 1 on each new interviews. Pretty extensive from what I understand, but they're home in my Jess Franco collection. This one was more of something I bought for myself, after Christmas or whatever, but still, that's still a pickup. I got Monster Squad on 4K, which is a huge upgrade. I only have an old DVD. I really, really like this movie, and I really want to introduce it to my children. I don't love it like some, but I do like it a lot. I think what I would have one of those classic things, I might have liked it more if I saw it as a kid, but Well, I was still pretty young when I saw it. Never mind, never mind. I'm not to forget all that. It's still Monster Squad, you know. So Kino put this out. There is a reverse that is the slipcover, which I already switched. Cool on Kino. Did a few Kinos in a row, I see. The order of these discs are interesting, but I left it that way because Wolfman's Got Nards, that's the documentary. Monster Squad on Blu-ray and Monster Squad on 4K. So yeah, excited to dive into that, and like I said, introduce it to my kids. But yeah, I don't know why I was thinking I didn't. Maybe it's because I didn't watch it as like a little kid, like a younger kid. It would have been like the perfect time. I was a little older. I think I was a teenager, but still, it's Monster Squad, and it's fucking fun as hell. All right, this is another. This might be my last of my Christmas presents, like from somebody. This was definitely something just on my list that I've wanted to check out. I don't know much about it, but this stuff will blow your mind. Ozone. Yeah, and I guess it's not. Yeah, I don't think it's the same Ozone as I was thinking of. There's one. The director of Abomination did a movie called Ozone. This is not it, I don't believe. Because I for some reason, when I threw it in like my Amazon like wish list, I thought it was, but I mean, you can correct me either way, like, because I don't really remember. I'd have to look it up, but I think this is a different Ozone. But it has a little card in it. Nothing fancy, but either way, look cool. Wanted to check it out. This is something I've wanted to check out for a while, and I'm really digging. I'm probably going to say his name wrong. Joe Begos? Is that it? Begos? Christmas Bloody Christmas, but he did a bunch of movies before that, including The Mind's Eye, which I am not familiar with. But it does say the best Scanner sequel you never got, which is an interesting way to promote it, which is pretty cool. But yeah, definitely check out Joe's movies. I'm a pretty big fan myself. From last year, Christmas Bloody Christmas has turned into my Christmas rotation, man, and this looks really good. But yeah. Let's see here. He also did Bliss, VFW, which I do own, but I haven't watched, in a movie called Almost Human. So yeah, definitely check those out. I highly recommend them. Don't know if you like them or not, but hey, if you do, you do. Cool, cool. This is another one that I don't remember. I think I just got this for myself because I bought two of them. And I got my brother one because it's one of his all-time favorite movies. But Clue on 4K. Not a whole lot on it, but at least we got special features finally. That's what I have to say about it. Pretty cool. Not a whole lot of stuff, but he really did enjoy the documentary. I have not watched it yet, which I also bought two of. This one is from Shout Select. So I'm eager to dive into this. I haven't seen Clue in probably two decades. These ones I just got recently. I think I really overpaid for them, but you'll have that. I didn't order them direct, but or from Amazon. But anyway, I won't go into exactly what that is. But more to add to my Charles Bronson collection. That Shout put out these. Two other Charles Bronson. This one never heard of. This one I've always wanted to see. So got a cool mixture there. All right. This I just watched last night, and it would probably be in my absolute top, if not my favorite movie, next to the next one for movies that I saw last year, or from last year, but I just saw it last night. Suitable Flesh. I've seen mixed things, but I don't give a shit. Just the story behind it is great. Joe Lynch directed. Barbara Crampton had asked the writer, which I didn't know when I bought this movie, Dennis Paoli, probably saying it wrong, but he's one of the main writers. If I said director, I didn't mean to. He's one of the main writers in Reanimator and From Beyond and Castle freak. But yeah, he worked a lot with Stuart Gordon. And the cool thing is once Joe got on board, he knew that. And he tweaked a few things with the story, but it's H.P. Lovecraft. He tried to make it kind of like it's in the same universe as Reanimator, be like the same colors in the hospital that's on here. But this is a fucking fuck of a movie, a mind fuck, so to speak. It's even said in the movie. But come on, I mean, the cast, the director, the like Heather Graham is in it, and I don't know how to say his name. Jonathan Swetch is in it. I'm not too familiar with the Bruce Davidson, Heather, yeah, I already said that. Barbara Crampton is in it. I'm not familiar with the guy that's in the movie, Joda Lewis, but sexy, out and outrageous, body swap adventure, says Cruel, Cruel, Dread Central. Kinky, freaky, and a heck of a lot of fun. Fuck yeah. And there's some really good special features on it. Glad to have this physically. And it came out before it was on Shudder. If anybody's curious, it will be on Shudder, I guess. But I suggest pick up the Blu-ray. If you're into physical, just pick up the Blu-ray. But if you want to check it out first, that's cool. I'm way more of a blind buy type guy. I like to go in like nothing, but I do like to have it physically. And I'm a huge fan of a lot of people involved. But I especially first heard about it because of Joe Lynch. Love Joe Lynch's movies, be it Mayhem, all the way back to Wrong Turn 2, or Everly. He just a great director, and I love his movies, and I love his podcast, The Movie Crypt, with Adam Green, which I also love. But yeah, I can't recommend this enough. Same thing with this. I believe I've talked about it before. This might be my favorite movie of last year, but they're pretty much tied. I loved Pet Sematary Bloodlines. I know people are maybe looking like, oh, you got the Blu-ray. Yeah, I got the Bluray. I don't know why. I just decided I wanted the Blu-ray. No real difference. It's just you get a 4K disc as well. But yeah, I'm glad they put it out on Blu-ray. I have not watched it yet, and on 4K. But there's 50 minutes of special features, and I will dive into this. I really, really liked it. I heard a lot of kind of negative things about it, but I've also heard really positive things about it. So I mean, it's up to the interpretation and how you feel about it. But great cast too. I mean, Henry Thomas is in it. Pam Grier is in it. But yeah, I fucking love this movie so much. And I'm a huge Pet Sematary fan. Pet Sematary is, if you've been following me long enough, I did a top 5 favorite horror movies of all time, and then I did my other 5. It's confusing, but it's on my channel. The top 5 I did with my brother's podcast, The Horror Inside, and Pet Sematary is number 3 in my top 5. So, yeah. Am I comparing this to Pet Sematary, the original? No, but 2 is fun, but this is great. It even goes into way more of the backstory, like long time ago, and the Indians and everything. I loved it. I thought it was great, but not everybody does. And that's fine. That's the nature of the beast and all this stuff. All right, now I'm just going to kind of cruise through. It has a protector on it, but this is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem on Steelbook. I bought 2 of these. Got one for my son. I have not watched it yet. He's watched it about 5 times. Huge turtle guy. The new animation kind of throws me a little bit, but that's fine. And they changed a few little things, but you'll have that. And I mean, Seth Rogen's involved, so that's cool. This movie is the same brother that I said about the Clue stuff that he recommended to me, he told me about that he heard about it. So I bought 2, and I got him 1. But it's called Natty Knox. It's a Halloween-y type movie. Remarkable, Cox is electric as ever, starring Bill Moseley, Danielle Harris, Robert Englund, and it's directed by Dwight Little. Is that how you say it? Yeah, the director of Halloween 4. So it's a new movie. So I know nothing about it, but I'm very intrigued. I don't think I talked about this yet. And I don't think I showed it yet because I didn't go through my partner labels for Partner Label Month in December. But King on Screen, I absolutely adored this, and I thought it was great. Some people take it as like there's too much mainstream or this or that. I thought they did completely a good, even keel of things. And they don't talk about Pet Sematary, for instance. a lot as they some of the other movies, but I'm okay with that because I did warn my brother because it's one of his favorites too. Because I got him this too. It's Christmas time. It's just how it is. And but I was like, Pet Sematary has its own documentary on its own, so I was fine with it. But King on Screen, if anybody checks it out, it did throw me off at first because there's this like wraparound thing, and it has like different characters from different adaptations. Because basically what it is it's a documentary about Stephen King adaptations and talked about with tons of people who did Stephen King adaptations. And yeah, so I personally highly recommend it if you're a Stephen King fan. May not be for everybody, but I fucking loved it. That artwork on the back is really cool. I want that as a t-shirt. But this is from Dark Star. It was a partner label. That's the inside art. But I love it, and I can't wait to watch it again. Oh, to clarify on that, that's just with the wraparound thing. And then it just turns into the documentary, and then they start talking and everything. But all right, almost done. Just got a few more. Vial 21 I got from VHS Hitfest from Partner Label Month. A lot of these next ones are Partner Label stuff. I've heard some brutal things about this. This is from Saturn's Core Scrapbook. Kind of like August Underground type shit, so be prepared for that if you are not into that, or if you are and you're just got to be in the mood like me. Like, I like it, but I really have to be in the mood. Because when I initially saw that, I was not used to shit like that, so it was pretty fucked up. But I still watched them all, and I own them all. But 2 AGFAs, which in January there was no AGFAs, but don't worry. I have seen and clarified, because some people were worried, oh no, are they leaving too? No. They just took a month off. They've never taken a month off, and a lot of months they have too, like this month. But this is Take It Out and Trade, an Ed Wood movie. And this is also an Ed Wood movie. These are both re-releases, which are a lot of their stuff with partner labels, but with new slipcovers and things like that. And I usually try only to get the stuff that I didn't get in the first place. So, yeah. That's the other artwork, which may be more familiar. Alright, only a couple left. These are some TerraVisions. I did a bunch of pre-orders, as I know maybe a lot of you have, if you're not a subscriber, or even if you are. They just got a ton of them, and they sent like 4 or 5 of them to me. So, Lost in the 80s, the Joe Zazo, or Zasso collection. I heard high praise from Michael Keane for this, and it definitely sounds like it's up my alley. I still have more things coming from TerraVision too, but I think, yeah, all these are from TerraVision. So. And then that'll be it. America's Deadliest Home Video, starring Danny Bonaducci, so that's interesting. These are kind of out of wherever. Like, I'm not familiar with a lot of these. Shrek, and no, not that Shrek, as they said. But there's that. Got a movie called Killer. On the back here, if you didn't catch it, it says, without a soul you can't get to heaven, but you can't go to hell either. And speaking of hell, Hell's Highway. This I have heard of. And this is the other artwork. This is the back. So yeah. That is my Severin haul and bunch of pickups over the holidays and things like that. Thanks for checking out my video, and if you're still here, stay into the end. Please look out for new stuff. I should be not ramping up because I don't do a lot of videos, but when I do, it's not usually, I don't usually take a break that long. It was over a month, but it wasn't even a break. I was constantly, I didn't have time for it, but I'm here now. But yeah, be on the lookout for future videos coming soon of my top 10 favorite Vinegar Syndrome releases of 2023, and possibly more top favorites of last year. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. And thanks for checking out this video. Check out my other stuff. yeah, let me know what you might have got with Severin or what you got as gifts over the holidays or just pickups or whatever. That's cool. And like and subscribe is always helpful. So, yeah, this has been the Horror of It All movie podcast. I'm Eric. Until next time.